Today we will be looking at reflections and specifically sentence starters to help students with their reflections. So this is a Google document that I pushed out to my students through Google Classroom, and I gave them this actually at the very beginning of the school year, but I believe that was a mistake. I think this is extremely hard work, and it was really just too much to throw on them at once, and I think I would have gotten a better result if I'd waited. So my suggestion would be to start in term 2, perhaps at the beginning of the term or in the middle of the term. And I've just finished your first test for term 2, so this might be a good time to introduce it, maybe right before or right after the test 2.1. The reflections should indicate growth and improvement. Now, part of the portfolio requirement was to show growth over time. So as kids are going through their artifacts week after week, they should be learning things and documenting what they're learning. And part of that is to discuss their own thinking. But unfortunately, kids are kind of passive in school, and they have not had many opportunities to truly discuss their own thinking and how they're learning and what they're feeling about the learning. And so this is a document designed to help them frame those statements that they're having a hard time articulating. And I would say this was the hardest thing for some of my most gifted and even successful students. They struggled with reflections. And they did say these helped. They were very grateful to have these sentence starters. So I'll show you a few. I do ask the kids to please include mathematical language. In fact, most of the statements that they choose to put in their portfolio should be focusing on the mathematics they're learning. They can just focus on learning in general, of course, every once in a while. But the math is our key focus for our portfolio. And then the strategies that they're learning, like not just the mathematical concepts, which are very important, but the strategies that they have used to really master the concepts. So let's take a look at some sentence starters. There's really more than you need here. If you do decide to get the course guide for the Algebra 1 course, this will be in term 2's course guide as a Google Doc. I'll basically give you a link out, and you can get a copy of this and modify it however you want. You may want to just do a few of these. I kind of went crazy. It's kind of overwhelming for a student that's never done this, so you may want to just put like 3 or 4 in here, and then as school year grows, maybe you could add more to the document to give them more. You're sick of hearing people say, I used to think, but now I know. They'll pick that first one and use it over and over. And I'm like, yeah, come on, guys, pick a different phrase here. So you may want to put these out a little at a time. If you'd make your document not editable, I think you can modify it and they'll get the updated version throughout the school year in Google Classroom or in your other LMSs. They do that as well. But I wanted them to really, like this one sentence talks about a mistake. It's not bad to make mistakes necessarily, because sometimes you make a mistake and that helps you discover something else, discover something about your thinking or something about the mathematics. And then finally, surprises are good. Surprises in math class sometimes get our attention and they teach us things and show us things. Maybe you thought it was wrong to do certain things, but then you realized you could do it once you understood the concept. And then finally, trying blank made a difference because using this helped me notice. These are just a few examples of what is possible. So feel free to use this in whatever way is helpful for you. But if you have never had kids writing in your classes, I highly recommend it. It doesn't just teach the students a lot, it teaches you a lot about what they're learning and understanding. It's one thing to do the same types of problems over and over, but it's a whole different matter to really discuss the thinking and the mathematics behind what they're doing and their own feelings, opinions, and their own growth process. That's hard to talk about for many kids. So I encourage you to start those conversations now and to carry them throughout your course. And this not only strengthens your kids in your mathematics class or in their learning of the mathematics concepts, it actually helps them be better communicators beyond the classroom and in other classes that they may be in later. So it's an important skill. If y'all have any questions or have some sentence starters of your own that you'd love to see added to this list, y'all let me know. Have a great day.